Question number 146. Select the correct statement with respect to Periplaneta americana. Periplaneta americana, commonly known as cockroach. The very first statement given is porometabolous metamorphosis is seen with 14 to 16 moles in lymph, and this is an incorrect statement, so cannot be a correct answer to our question, because porometabolous metamorphosis or gradual metamorphosis is seen in Periplaneta americana with 13 moles in lymph and not 14 to 16 moles. The next statement is excretion occurs through Malpighian tubules present on junction of foregut and midgut, and this is an incorrect statement because Malpighian tubules are present at the junction of midgut and hindgut. The next statement given is 12-chambered tubular heart is present along with 13 pairs of alari muscles, and this is an incorrect statement because 13-chambered tubular heart is present along with 12 pairs of alari muscles. The last statement given is mushroom gland, phallic gland and anal styles are found in males, and as it is a correct statement, so this is a correct answer to our question, because mushroom gland and phallic gland, also known as conglobate gland, and anal styles are found in males only. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 147. Select the mismatch with respect to enzyme and its substrate. The very first match given is trypsinogen and the substrate is proteases, and as it is an incorrect match, so this is the correct answer to our question, because trypsinogen has to be activated by enterokinase into trypsin, which can assist in digestion of protease. So it is not trypsinogen but trypsin which acts on proteases. The next match given is carboxypeptidase and the substrate is peptones, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. Carboxypeptidase, which is secreted in pancreatic juice, in its active form acts on substrate peptones. The next match given is nucleotidase and the substrate is nucleotides, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because nucleotidase, which is a brush bordered enzyme, acts on substrate nucleotides in small intestine. The last match given is amylase and the substrate is starch, and as it is also a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because whether salivary amylase or pancreatic amylase, their substrate is polysaccharide called starch. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 148. Lymph vessels called lacteals help in absorption of, and the options are micelles, chylomicrons, fructose and glucose, and the correct answer to this question is option number 2, chylomicrons. Chylomicrons are absorbed through lymph vessels called lacteals in small intestine. These chylomicrons are formed inside enterocytes, while micelles is an incorrect option because micelles are formed in intestinal lumen. Fructose and glucose are also incorrect options. Fructose is absorbed by facilitated diffusion and glucose is absorbed by active transport or through co-transport, etc. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 149. Increase in acidity of arterial blood. The very first statement given is indicates fall in partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and this is an incorrect statement because increase in acidity of arterial blood indicates rise in partial pressure of carbon dioxide. The next statement is will shift oxygen dissociation curve to right side, and as it is a correct statement, so this is a correct answer to our question, because increase in hydrogen ion concentration or lowering of pH increases acidity, promoting unloading of oxygen at tissue level, thereby shifting the oxygen dissociation curve to the right side. That is decrease in affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen is seen. Let's discuss rest of the statements. The third statement is will not affect chemoreceptors in aortic arch and carotid artery, and this is an incorrect statement because increase in acidity of arterial blood or increase in hydrogen ion concentration will affect chemoreceptors in aortic arch and carotid artery because they are sensitive to the concentration of hydrogen ions and partial pressure of carbon dioxide. The last statement is increases affinity of hemoglobin with oxygen, and this is an incorrect statement because it decreases affinity of hemoglobin with oxygen. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 150. In which form is maximum amount of oxygen transported in human blood from lungs? And the options are as bicarbonates, dissolved in plasma, by binding to WBC, as oxyhemoglobin. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, as oxyhemoglobin. Maximum amount of oxygen transported in human blood from lungs is in form of oxyhemoglobin. 97% of oxygen is transported in form of oxyhemoglobin, whereas rest of the 3% is in dissolved form in plasma. Within RBCs. So the very first option as bicarbonates is an incorrect option because 70% of carbon dioxide travels in blood as bicarbonates and not oxygen. The next option is dissolved in plasma. This is an incorrect option because only 3% of oxygen is transported as dissolved formed in plasma. And the next option is by binding to WBC, and this is an incorrect option because maximum amount of oxygen is transported as oxyhemoglobin within RBCs and not within WBCs. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question.